We got one person in here. Hello. Say, this is take 2, by the way. We tried again. I just restarted it. But you think it works now? Okay, thanks. That's you. Okay, thanks. I'm just trying to send. Oh, sorry. The stream crashed again for some reason. Oh, 0 people now. Okay. We're back up though. Who else do I send this to? Tell me, what was the problem before? Did you not, did it not let you comment, or did you not hear me or anything? Was that what happened? There's only one person here. Oh, the chat was disabled? That's what happened? Oh, I see. We had another person join. Let me see who you are. Alex, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Alright, we can probably start now, because we got 3 people here. So, welcome, everybody. This is our 3rd ever stream here on Coaster Credit. So yeah, we had the first stream, which was last weekend, I think on Thursday. And then I went to SeaWorld with a couple of my friends, and we also streamed there. And this is the 3rd one. I was gonna invite my friend Samuel from Sam Likes Coasters to help me do the stream today, because he did set up a bunch of games and stuff for us to do on the stream, but he's on a cruise right now, he said, so yeah, he's not gonna be able to join us today. But yeah. Alex, what's your favorite roller coaster? Is it Velocicoaster? Oh, somebody left. It's probably Alex that left. Bruh. Who's the other person in here right now? Say your name and your favorite roller coaster. Whoever else. Also, like the stream, guys. Like the stream. I don't know why it's not letting me. There we go. I don't know who left. Wait, is it not letting these people comment again? My Wi-Fi is good, so that shouldn't be the issue. But yeah, so my birthday is actually in 2 weeks. So I have a bunch of different theme park trips planned for my birthday. Let me see. I'm going to take Friday and Monday off from school. So I believe Friday is going to be maybe Universal. Then Saturday and Sunday are going to be Busch Gardens and SeaWorld, I'm pretty sure. And then Monday is going to be Epcot, I'm pretty sure. So pretty stacked birthday weekend. And I might go to Howl-O-Scream that weekend. I've already been to Halloween Horror Nights one time this season, which was super duper cool. But I might go to Howl-O-Scream that weekend for the first time. I went to Halloween Horror Nights for the first time last year, but this year would be my first time going to Howl-O-Scream. And if I like it, which I've heard from some of my friends, it's cool, it's a good time. If I like it, then I'll probably make that tradition to go to HHN and Howl-O-Scream every year. But yeah, I think we had somebody else join. Say your name and your favorite roller coaster in the chat. Oh, 3 likes. Thanks. Super humble. But the weekend after, my birthday weekend, where I'm going to be going to those 4 different perspective parks. The weekend after, I'm going to be going to, where am I going to be going? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, we're going to be going to Cabana Bay. The Universal Hotel that's adjacent to Volcano Bay. Cabana Bay is at Volcano Bay. And we're going to be staying at Cabana Bay, and we're going to be going to Howling Horror Nights a second night this season. Of course, I already got all 10 houses done on my first night, but this time is just going to be going about doing some of the houses over again, doing some new stuff. I didn't get to see the Death Eaters in Diagon Alley, so I'm going to try to do that this time around. And also, I invited my friend Samuel from Sam Likes Roller Coasters. He also goes to our school, but he's coming to Howling Horror Nights with me, and he's staying at Cabana Bay with me, and also my cousin and stuff are staying, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it should be a good time. Yeah, we're going to Howling Horror Nights again, staying till 2, as usual. And yeah, Sam's going to try to get out all the houses and get the credits, ride all the roller coasters there, because he hasn't been on the coasters at Universal. But we're not going to islands that visit. Well, we're going to islands, but he probably won't be able to because he doesn't have a ticket. So he's just going to wait till Grad Venture to go to, Grad Venture this year to go to islands. But in 2 weeks, we're going to studios with him and Howling Horror Nights. No more comments. We had 2 more people join back. We had a couple people leaving, then joining back, so I don't know what's happening. Oh, we got 5 people now. That's pretty cool. Say, everybody else who joined, say your name and your favorite roller coaster. But yeah, that's the layout for the birthday, stuff. 4-day weekend, next weekend. Well, actually, tomorrow I'm going to Epcot, but that's for my dad's birthday. And then next weekend is going to be SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, Universal, and Epcot, and possibly Howl-O-Scream. Check that out. I don't know which one I'm going to go to, the one at SeaWorld or the one at Busch Gardens. We will see, but... Actually, tell me, what's better? Howl-O-Scream at Busch Gardens or Howl-O-Scream at SeaWorld? If you've been. If you haven't been, it's okay. Why is nobody commenting? Okay, we got 6 people here now. Chat is disabled. Oh, thanks, Alex. He just texted me that. That's weird. Oh, that's very weird. The heck? That's why nobody's commenting. Thanks for telling me that, Alex. Oh, it was working for a moment. Okay. Alex just texted me that, by the way. So, that's how. Bruh. I don't know why this is so finicky. Yeah, it's like... I don't even know why. I literally in the settings, I turned on chat. We got 7 people here now. Well, that's good. But the chat's not working. Show us the lizard already. Okay, bro. You guys want to see the lizard, right? You guys don't want to hear me talking about my plans. Okay, you might have seen this guy on our first stream. This is Sandy, my bearded dragon. He's super duper cool. While you guys watch him, I'm gonna try to play around with the chat settings to see if I can get this to work again. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Talk about the loot. Okay. So yeah, this is my bearded dragon, Sandy. He's of course a bearded dragon. They come from Australia, and I could tell you a couple of facts about them. So, in Australia, in the outback and stuff, they got a lot of things to worry about. Like getting hit by trucks and stuff like that, and being eaten by like venomous snakes or like dingoes and stuff. Dingoes are like the wild dog in Australia. So they do have a lot of defense mechanisms to keep them from getting hunted by other animals or whatever. So the one fact I really like about them is that if you run your finger down their back, it's like a smooth way down. Like you can easily do that. But if you run your finger up, it catches. And it's kind of sharp, so you can't really run your finger up. What they'll do is whenever a predator's trying to get to them, they will keep spinning around and make sure that the whatever the animal is can only hunt them can't hunt them head first. They can only hunt them from the tail. Because if they hunt them first, right, like I said, it's a smooth way down and they can easily run their way down and gobble him up or whatever. But they always make sure the tail is in front so that the predator can't eat them because it catches. They can't run their way down. So that's a good way to make sure they don't fit in the predator's mouth. And it's pretty spiky. So on the way up, it's spiky. On the way down, it's smooth. They can also, I'm sure you guys are aware of this, they can puff up their beard, make them look real big, try to scare away a predator. Pretty self-explanatory. That's why they're named bearded dragons. This looks to be the sharpest part of the dragon. This right here. This looks to be the sharpest part, but it's not. It's actually very soft and rubbery. But when they puff up, this becomes really spiky. Like when they feel they need to defend themselves, this part becomes really spiky and sharp. But right now, because he's chill, it's all smooth and rubbery. But it looks to be the sharpest, but usually it's not when they're chill like he is. They got the nice beard with all the scales. What do they eat? Alex just texted me. I'm glad you asked, Alex. A lot of lizards are either vegetarians, like herbivores, like my lizard right next to the camera or whatever. And then a lot of them are just insectivores, like my other lizard right there. Sandy, a bearded dragon, is one of the few lizards that is an omnivore. So he eats both bugs and veggies. So I'll try to get some veggies real quick. Oh, something fell. I'll try to get him some veggies real quick to feed him to the stream. But yeah, they do eat crickets, they do eat worms, and they eat like salads like people do. So I'll get some veggies. You watch him and make sure he doesn't run away. Okay, so yeah, this is what they eat. This is at least the veggie portion of their diet. I'm not gonna feed him bugs right now because, yeah, I'm not trying to have bugs crawling over my desk. I only feed him bugs when he's in his cage, but for now, I don't mind if veggies are on top of my desk. So we'll try to move this a little bit. But yeah, he's pretty cool. His enclosure's back there, the really big one on top of that tall dresser. You can see it. Oh yeah, he gets hyped up when he sees this. Yeah, he just immediately dives for it the moment he sees it. But my other two lizards are a little slower. Like, it takes them a second to see there's food there. And their reaction times are, like, slower. But this guy's like a bullet. Like, he just comes into action right once he sees his food because that's what he loves. But his tank is a 40-gallon tank. The substrate at the bottom is mulch and soil, like rainforest soil, I think it's called. But yeah, a lot of people give these guys sand, but sand isn't really a good substrate, believe it or not, because that can, if they consume the sand, it can make them impacted. So, and that's not good. So I give him a nice mulch / soil substrate. When we got him like 2 years ago, we clearly divided the mulch in one half and the soil in one half of the tank. And if you come now, obviously that's not the way it is anymore. It's just a jumbled mess with soil and mulch everywhere. So it got a little mixed up, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. We just did it to make it look nice, right, Sandy? He doesn't care about looks. But yeah, he eats that. He needs like calcium and vitamins we give him. It's super cool. Pros and cons of having bearded dragons. Pros, they're great animals, you know. They're super docile. They're fun to interact with. They're a great time, you know what I'm saying? But they're not that hard to care for, you know. Yeah, you come in like every other day. You give them either worms or veggies one day. You got to make sure you give them like vitamins and calcium every now and then. You got to make sure they have a nice spacious tank with a nice substrate and like logs and stuff to climb over. Not that hard. You got to give them crickets and worms, which I guess can be a con for some people, but you get used to it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it at first, but after having him for 2 years, feeding them crickets and worms is about as easy as feeding him veggies at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a hassle at all. Can be an inconvenience getting the crickets every now and then, but it's worth it. You know, they're great animals. They thrive on daily interaction and they're super fun to hang out with. He is full size right now. Alex just asked me that. He is full size. When we got him, he was probably about a couple inches shorter. Because when we got him, he was in adulthood. So it's not like we knew he wouldn't grow much throughout the time that we had him. He's only grown like 2 inches through the span that we've had him because he was basically already at adulthood. So we just assumed he wouldn't grow much. And that came out true. They live to be about 20 years. They're super cool animals. I'm trying to think of some cons. You know, with the bearded dragons, there aren't many. You got to give them baths every now and then because, I don't know if I want to say this. They can get a little constipated. That's all I'm gonna say. So sometimes you want to give them a bath to let them give them an opportunity to let it all out, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta massage them while they're in their baths so that they can, what's the word? Get rid of any excess. Yeah, alright. But there's not many cons. They're good animals. You know, you gotta give them lighting fixtures like you can see up there. You gotta have at least 2 bulbs, one source of heat, one source of UVB. UVB is what allows them to digest their food. And obviously heat, because they're cold-blooded, they're reptiles, right? They They need to go outside. It's not like a human when you eat a nice, you eat like warm, like pasta or something, like that's what controls your body temperature. With reptiles, they're cold-blooded, so that's different, right? They, whatever the temperature is around them is their body temperature. So you got to give them a heat lamp. The heat lamps are usually orange, and a UVB bulb. The UVB bulbs are white, and that's what UVB. They need UVB. Like obviously out in Australia, they get a lot of UVB from the sun, but when you're inside, that's not very practical. And even through a window, you can't just put them on the side of a window and say, yeah, they got UVB. UVB can't go through the glass, so you genuinely need like a bulb. You need 2 bulbs. And you got to replace the bulbs like every year. They're good with that. Like once a year replacing the bulb is no hassle whatsoever. That's all fine and dandy. But yeah, he's a chill little guy. I don't know why he's not eating anymore. Here we go. Do I feed him in his enclosure? Yes. This is actually one of the few times where I would feed him outside of his enclosure, just because I want to show him to the stream. But other than that, always inside the enclosure. He has a food bowl. We put the veggies and the worms inside of his food bowl. But the crickets, obviously, they're not going to stay in the food bowl. So we give him about a half dozen crickets a day. He'll have 1 week where he eats all crickets, then 1 week where he just eats worm and veggies. But on the weeks where he does eat crickets, which this is actually cricket week, believe it or not, the crickets are in the garage, but for some reason I'm feeding him veggies. It doesn't really matter. He just gets lucky. He has double meals. But yeah, the crickets, they won't stay in the food bowl. So I just put like a half dozen crickets a day, and they just crawl around the enclosure. And you should see him. He's like a maniac, and he just runs around eating crickets. But Alex just sent me a text, I see, when he had a snake. Oh, you have to feed them in a separate enclosure? Yeah, I've seen videos. I've heard that's how snakes usually do it, so yeah, because they won't eat. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of snakes are like that. A lot of snakes are pretty picky, but he will eat if he's not in his enclosure. But well, you had a corn snake, right? Or did you have... You had a corn snake. Yeah, I remember. You told me. But yeah, didn't you feed them like the little like pinky mice or whatever, like the frozen, yeah, the frozen mice that you get in like the refrigerators at like PetSmart or something? Yeah, I wish I had a snake, Alex, but you know, my parents won't let me. I'm lucky they even agreed to this, because my mom used to be really scared of reptiles, but now she's chill with them, and now she likes reptiles, but a snake is where she draw the limits. Maybe when I'm in college or something. We'll see. I've always wanted to have like a ball python. You've heard of those, Alex? Like the ones you can get at like Petco. They're not like big pythons, but they're still pythons. Yeah. That's cool. So yeah, are you gonna eat, bro? Should I take out one of my other reptiles? Wait, what doesn't like to be handled? The ball pythons or the corn snakes? Because I've seen a lot of people, unless they are well trained. Ball python, really? Because I've seen a lot of people handle ball pythons, so that's interesting. Yeah, I guess I gotta train it well if I get one, but I wouldn't get one for a long time if I did end up getting one, which I hope. Hopefully someday I'll eventually get one. Okay, so Sandy's had his time to shine. I think I want to take out my other 2 reptiles. One at a time, obviously, because I don't want to have 2 reptiles out at once. Because I have no idea what kind of behavior that would inflict. Well, I know what would happen if I if I took him out and I took the other two out, he would eat the other two. He's a savage, but I don't know what would happen if the other two were out at once. I'm not gonna try that out though. Not gonna risk that. So yeah, Sandy, you could go back to your take. You guys can say bye to Sandy. That sucks. It doesn't let you guys comment still. That really sucks. Well, I hope you're still enjoying the stream. Sandy hopes you're enjoying it too. Yeah, we're gonna bring him back to his take. Say bye, Sandy. There we go. I can't reach from there. That's good though. Alex, I got a question for you, Alex. You can text me. Do you ever see yourself getting another snake? I think that'd be cool. You could show me if you ever got another one. I'm pretty sure one time last year you told me that you were considering like catching a snake in the wild and keeping it. That would be pretty cool to go with you and like hunt for snakes, I guess. Yeah, the only diseases. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It costs more to catch them. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense in the long run. It may not make sense to some people because a lot of people would think, oh, buying them would be really more expensive because you have to actually buy them. But in the long run, it would probably cost a lot more because, like Alex texted me, you have to treat them. So, or you guys didn't see that, but he did text me that the only problem would be diseases and you have to treat them. And I could see that being an issue in the long run because the vet bills would be expensive. That would be cool though. Like a garden snake or whatever. But I feel like buying a snake is a lot cooler because I feel like the store-bought snakes just like look a lot cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. They just, because like oftentimes the snakes you'd find in your backyard are like scrawny and skinny. Like, if I would want a snake, I would want like a cool-looking snake from the pet store. You know what I'm saying? I've always thought of that. But yeah, I'm taking out my second reptile. This sticker right here is a little sneak peek of how he looks. He's a crested gecko. And you'll see him in a second. And you'll see how he looks similar to the sticker. Ta-da! But yeah, I got the sticker from... My bad. I got the sticker from when we got him from the pet store. Oh yeah, this is Rocky. He's a crested gecko. And I don't know if I would call him a herbivore because he eats fruits. I could be wrong, but I think that might be called a frugivore. I could be wrong though. But yeah, he's a crested gecko. He's super cool. He's got a nice tank here. They are arboreal. So unlike, whoa, did you see that? These things are acrobats. In the first live stream, I remember I brought him out. There was one point where he just jumped and just landed on my nose. It was pretty funny. But yeah, he's gonna climb up. Like you can see, he has sticky toe pads, like most other geckos. That allows them, because he's a crested gecko, that allows them to stick to glass with their toe pads that send they're not suction cups, believe it or not, because suction cups, they easily stick on, but they have a hard time sticking off. Something like an octopus can easily use the suction cups because they can release it by letting in water into the suction cup to release it, but you can't do that on land, so suction cups are just not practical for geckos. they have like little like electrical sensors in their toe pads that allow them to stick. And one thing that's cool about geckos is our fingers peel inward, gecko fingers peel outward. So that's what allows them to easily like just peel their fingers backwards and then to latch off. Because when they start to try to peel their fingers outwards, it turns the electrical signal off. So that releases the sticking grip, and then that allows them to move up. And they can stick on glass, vertical. They can even hang upside down, which I have seen him do in his tank. I've seen him literally crawl upside down off the roof of his tank like freaking Spider-Man. He's a pretty cool guy. They're very acrobatic. These geckos, they jump a lot. And when they lose their tails, they don't grow them back. They're frog butts for life. Because these, they call them frog butts for life because these geckos have a very similar appearance to a frog. They stick to stuff. They have big eyes. Look, he just jumped. They jump like frogs. They're super all over the place. And I'm sure they look even more like a frog when the tail comes off. They're basically frog geckos. I'm sure you guys could also see some resemblance in him to a frog. But his name is Rocky because, let me explain. So there's a common theme. So my lizards are Sandy, Dusty, and Rocky. And he was the last of them we acquired. But that's not the only reason we named them Rocky. Because the breeder, when we went to Repticon and bought him, the breeder who breeded these geckos and sold them to us, their company was called Guardians of the Geckos, kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy, but geckos. And but they named their geckos after Guardians of the Galaxy characters. And his dad, the gecko they breeded with that produced him, the gecko's Rocky's dad was named Star-Lord. That gecko was named Star-Lord. And me and my dad looked up, does Star-Lord have any children in the comic books? And of course he doesn't have any children in the movies, obviously, because obviously we would know about that. But in the comic books, he did have a son named Rocky, who he named after Rocket Raccoon. And it just fit in two different directions because it kept our recurring theme going with Rocky, Sandy, Dusty, and also Star-Lord's son in the comic books. So, because obviously the comic books don't always keep a parallel path to the movies. So that's super duper cool. That's the story of Rocky's name over here. He's a super cool little guy. They eat like a fruit powder. It's based as a consistency of pancake batter. It's super convenient. Takes like 2 minutes to make. So, it's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, keep jumping. Look at this kid. Jumping all over the place. Goofy little guy. But yeah, that's Rocky. He's super cool. I can't feed him right now, but he is very, very cool. But yeah, a lot of geckos have different color patterns. His breeder told us what made him cool is because one thing that's cool is no two crested geckos have the exact same pattern. They're like fingerprints, so no two geckos have the exact same color. No two crested geckos, because he has red sides, or like pinkish reddish sides, and he can really, whoa, did you see that? I told you he's crazy. Sometimes I'll be sleeping, and my bed's right there, I'll be sleeping, and I hear a big thud, and I'm like, what? And it's just him jumping around his tank, falling off stuff, being an idiot. But yeah, you can see on the top he has like banana colors, and on the side he has pink. And he has little black polka dots. Let me show them your polka dots. You're being too much, Rocky. Little black polka dots, you can see. His polka dots are one of my favorite parts of him. He's super pretty looking. Super cool little guy. Look, he can hang from his tail. A gecko's tail acts like a fifth limb, so they can just effortlessly hang from their tail. You know, I'm surprised he hasn't lost his tail by now, because I've heard they lose their tail really, really easily. So basically that means if your gecko hasn't lost your tail, you're doing a dang good job. And we've had him for like close to 2 years at this point, I feel like. And, you know, he hasn't lost his tail. And they don't grow back, so that's a good thing. I don't want him to be a frog butt for life. I like his cute little tail. Because also that would be a loss of a limb, technically. Because geckos basically have 5 limbs. They can hang from their tail, so I don't want you to lose your tail. It's one of the things that makes Rocky Rocky. Can't have a gecko without its tail, can we? But yeah, he's super cool. Super athletic. He's basically if Alex was a gecko. And then I'm if Sandy was a person. No, wait. Sandy is me as Elizabeth. Okay, I should say. Whoa. Super cool. But yeah, I do understand that this is a coaster channel and not necessarily a reptile channel, but I do talk about reptiles a lot, so I hope you guys don't mind. Because I do love reptiles, you know, they're one of my passions. I'm Ryan, and I like roller coasters and reptiles. I like our stuff, what can I say? But, you know, these guys are really, really cool. I'll maybe take a break from the reptiles and talk about roller coasters now. I'll still keep him out. But yeah, if you guys heard, I do have some pretty cool plans coming up, you know. I've got plans. Sorry. I plan to go to next weekend, or I'm going to Epcot tomorrow. Next weekend is going to be a 4-day weekend. I'm going to go to, or for me, a 4-day weekend. I'm going to go to Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, possibly Howl-O-Scream, Universal, and Epcot. And then the weekend after, I'm going to Cabana Bay, the Universal Resort. And I'm also going to Howling Horror Nights with friends. And also, I want to tell you guys about something. I'm doing a haunted house. I'm being a scare actor in Hunter's Creek at Osprey Park from the 24th to the 26th at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come see me. I'm going to be a scare actor. Sorry. Ew, what's that? But yeah, I'm going to be a scare actor. It's going to be super duper cool. Yeah, it's at Osprey Park. It's called Hunter's Creek Nights. And yeah, I love scare acting. I've scare acted at a couple haunted houses in the past, so should be a pretty cool experience. I've got a really cool scare. I'm not going to spoil it, but I got very lucky. I got the scare I auditioned for. And yeah, there are 2 casts, Cast A and Cast B. My friend Samuel from Sam Likes Coasters. He also goes to the school, Oxa. I'm sure probably most of the people in here are from there. But yeah, Sam likes roller coasters. He's in Cast A. I'm in Cast B. So you're either gonna get me or him, but try to get me. If you're one of my friends, I don't know who's in here. I'm sure some of my friends are in here. You can try to coordinate with me so that you get my cast. But yeah, because it's 45-minute shifts. One cast is in the haunted house at all times, and one cast is in the break room where there's like snacks and stuff. We're not allowed to have our phones inside the house, but as the cast, we're allowed to have our phones in the break room, of course. So you could try to coordinate with me while we're in the break room and try to get my cast, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, should be pretty cool. But yeah, it sucks that the stream isn't working right now. I'll talk a little bit about some of my plans for uploads. a little bit of an upload schedule idea here at Coaster Credit. I procrastinate a lot. That's just how I am on Coaster Credit. I procrastinate about when I'm gonna upload stuff, what I'm gonna upload in what order. But here are some of the things I'm planning on uploading. I wanna do some voiceover videos. I've started to plan voiceover videos. I have one voiceover video. Sorry, that I've posted. I have one voiceover video posted. Sorry, I'm a little sick right now. I have one voiceover video posted. It's at Magic Kingdom for my first time riding Tiana's Bayou Adventure. But I'm planning on doing like coaster reviews, coaster rankings, maybe top 25 when I get on more coasters. Because right now I've only been on 51. So my top 25 has like Big Thunder Mountain in it and stuff. So I gotta have a better top 25. But I'm 13 going on 14, so what can you expect? My top 25 isn't going to be the craziest thing in the world, but hopefully I'll get a lot more coaster credits as time goes on. Hopefully one park I want to go to in the near future is Cedar Point. Super bucket list for me. Hopefully Top Thrill 2 will be open. That's their new revamp of the old Top Thrill Dragster, second tallest coaster in the world. But it went under a massive refurbishment like 2 weeks after it opened, and it's still not open yet. That's crazy. There were definitely some design flaws, and maybe it was a little rushed, who knows, but yeah. I'm gonna plan to do some analysis videos for upcoming roller coasters, just voiceover videos in general. And I'm planning on posting new vlogs, some old vlogs that I've made in the past, you know. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I feel like we have people joining and leaving. The chat isn't working. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna plan to do some stuff, some cool stuff. And yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm gonna plan some old vlogs. Like, I went to Carowinds at the beginning of this year. I'm gonna plan to post that vlog. Trying to think of some other vlogs I'm planning on posting. When I went on the cruise this summer, the Carnival Celebration, that cruise. Yeah, I'm gonna try to post, because I made a vlog there where I rode the ultimate coaster at sea, Bolt, the Mauer Spike Coaster. I'll post that vlog, so I'll post some GoPro content, GoPro footage, GoPro POVs, reverse POVs, whatever. I'll post upcoming vlogs from when I go to Halloween Horror Nights again, my birthday weekend, where I go to a bunch of parks that weekend, a bunch of, like, a park challenge that weekend. I'll post a bunch of stuff, maybe a Halloween Street vlog. We will see, but yeah, super duper cool. I'll take out my last reptile real quick. But yeah, I know the chat's not working, unfortunately. I'm very, very sorry about that, guys. That sucks, but there's not much I can do about that, and the live stream is already going on for a while now, so at this point, don't want to start over, you know what I'm saying? But, whoa. Look, isn't he crazy? Isn't he crazy? Look, he's such an acrobat. Crazy little guy. I would make these live streams longer if the chat was actually working and if you guys could participate and engage with the chat, but YouTube doesn't want to work. I'm sorry, guys. It's not my fault. Whoa, this guy is actually going nuts right now. He's antsy. He wants to get back in his cage. Once again, I apologize. Not my fault, but, you know, it's YouTube's fault. It's technology's fault. It's not even my Wi-Fi's fault, because I've got all bars right now. My Wi-Fi is good, but that sucks. I'll try to take out my last reptile real quick. This is my last reptile. He's a leopard gecko. Dusty. Keeping the theme. He was my first reptile I got out of the 3. They live in Asia and in the mountains and deserts and arid climates. Believe it or not, a lot of people assume they live in like sand dunes, but in reality they live more closer to mountains and stuff, and that's why you shouldn't give them sand as their substrate, because they might ingest the sand, and it could not be good for them. But his substrate for now is just a paper towel. It's pretty effective. But yeah. He's super cool. They eat crickets. These are insectivores. And yeah, he's pretty chill. I wish the chat was working. I would try to do a Q&A session and engage with you guys. But unfortunately, it's not. But yeah, I think that about wraps things up here on our 3rd live stream here on Coaster Credit, live for Coaster Credit. Sorry again about all the issues we've been having. It sucks, doesn't it, Dusty? Dusty's a cool guy. I know you guys like him. I'm really sorry again, but we'll try to get things fixed for our next live stream. I'll actually try, I promise. I'll try my hardest. I'll play with the settings beforehand. And I'll do some research on YouTube, watching videos, and seeing how we can fix some of this stuff for the near future. I don't know if our next live stream is going to be at a park. Our next live stream is probably going to be next weekend. Yeah, next weekend. That sounds about right. Or maybe tomorrow at Epcot. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But we'll have to wait and see. But I would like to do a live stream next weekend. Maybe at our house. Maybe at a theme park. Maybe Sam Likes Coaster will come and get those games set up. Sam likes roller coasters. Maybe he'll come next weekend and set up some games for us to do, possibly. We'll see. This guy's getting a little antsy, too. They're all getting pretty antsy, but yeah, that's gonna do it. We'll see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed the stream. You are all clear for dispatch. Peace. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.